Hi everybody, this is Erica, and today marks the 1 year anniversary since I embarked on my weight loss journey. I've lost 90 pounds in a year, and I reversed prediabetes, I reversed insulin resistance, all of those things. So I wanted to talk about kind of what the journey's been like and kind of how I feel now. So getting the prediabetes diagnosis was the scare that I needed to change things. I really needed to change how I was eating, how I was living, everything. And I became committed to reversing the prediabetes. And within 3 months, I had. So I did a lot of research on how to reverse prediabetes, how to reverse insulin resistance, and keto kept coming up. And I thought it was kind of like a fad diet. I never really subscribed to it or anything like that, but there was some science that I really investigated on the keto diet. And I found out that basically it retrains the body to run on its own body fat rather than running on carbohydrates that you ingest. So started the keto diet, cut out carbs, cut out processed foods, cut out sugar, and it was initially like a quick weight loss. I was down 20 pounds like within a couple of months, and then it slowed down. And I wouldn't say that every month was a winter month. You're gonna hit pitfalls, you're gonna hit stalls, you're gonna hit challenges in your own life where you kind of have to adhere to it. So I stuck with it through all the challenges that I was dealing with, and consistency was key. I mean, consistency in anything in life is key, is sticking with things even when they get challenging. And so I stuck with it, and a year later, I'm 90 pounds down. So I'm now about 130 pounds. If I lose another 5 pounds, it's great. But I'm not putting any pressure on myself. I consider myself having hit my goal weight. Just the fact that I turned 50, I did not want to go into my 50s with a weight issue. And I just know how many other health issues it can cause. So a typical diet for me when I was full-blown keto was a green smoothie in the morning with protein powder, collagen peptides, and avocado. And I would drink that every morning, and I would be satiated for about 6 to 7 hours. So I was on kind of like a 2 meal a day plan. At night, I would have vegetables and things like grass-fed beef. And I never had cravings for sweets, for junk food. The challenging thing was going grocery shopping, and about 90% of the things in the grocery store were not available to me. So that was the challenge during the weight loss. And I still am on keto, less so. I do have cheat days now, but less so. But I'm going to stay on keto because I don't want to gain the weight back. And when I go into the grocery store, I do have to like zone in and figure out what I can eat and what I can't. I'm an avid label reader. I read about the carbs, the sugar, everything like that. So very careful about staying on keto. And so 90 pounds is a lot of weight to lose. And I want to talk a little bit as an esthetician about how I kind of kept my face intact. My face was a lot fuller when I was heavier. I kept my skincare up very strictly. I was really diligent about skincare because I knew with a rapid and dramatic weight loss, I could develop a lot of laxity to my skin. So I was diligent about the tretinoin. I was diligent about LED red light therapy. I was diligent about sunscreen, and I think also cutting out the sugar did help with things like glycation and stuff like that. So you really do have to, once you're in your 40s, 50s, whatever, you really have to be diligent about your skincare routine because you are going to lose a lot of facial fat, and that will lead to more laxity and things like that. So I was diligent about the skincare routine. I'm pretty happy with how my face has fared. My neck did not fare as well, but my face has fared pretty well. And I had a terrible double chin. It was awful. So that's my advice. I learned a lot from Dr. Berg on YouTube. I watched him a lot, and he really explains the science behind keto so that it doesn't just sound like another fad diet or some kind of quick fix. So I would recommend him. And I also watched health coach Kate, and she was also very helpful because she talks a lot about the keto diet, insulin resistance, prediabetes, things like that. So you can get a lot of information off YouTube. Just make sure it's someone who is specialized in diet and nutrition, or is it a medical doctor. So those are my tips. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.